All right, kia ora. Dion here from the Lion Academy in the Lion's Den. I have stolen Emma Burns. Hello, Emma. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. She's lying. I'm making her really uncomfortable because she is so heart-focused and she loves helping people. Doesn't like the camera, doesn't like the spotlight. You just like helping people, right?
Absolutely. Hate the camera. Hate.
Well, the camera likes you, all right? You look very professional, you look very fresh, and it almost looks like you want to be here. So you're doing well.
Good actor.
Good actor. Guys, listen, real short and sweet. Emma's going to be facilitating this workshop in Hastings on the 17th that Cam's put together. And when I was going through my stuff, and I would get an invitation to like a workshop or to talk to someone that's got a professional background, I was always a little bit nervous because I didn't know what that looked like. I didn't know what that conversation would be, how that workshop would go. So I asked Emma if she would send me one of her presentations, and I watched it, and man, this lady is good at what she does, but she cares. So just quickly, Emma, can you just give us a quick rundown on where you get your skill set from?
Cool. I agree with what you said about going to training. Like, I've been to so much training over the years, it's not funny. And I think often you leave training and you think my brain hurts and I haven't learned anything that's actually going to make a difference. And so for me, when I learned the solution-focused stuff about 9 years ago, I kind of had previously to that done the sort of normal psychology stuff, which I didn't really enjoy. There's good stuff in it, but it wasn't that real. It was kind of real, I'm the expert, and I just hated that. So I went to solution-focused stuff. Also, I had to kind of fix people, and it's a lot of pressure, and I can't fix people's lives for them, and it just didn't feel that. There's often the people I'd go and see, and I'd dread going to see them because I didn't know what to do that was going to help them, and I'd leave and I'd feel shit because I'd think I haven't done anything I haven't said anything that's made a difference for them. And I didn't get into this work to not make a difference for people. Yep. And so when I learned the solution-focused stuff, I really liked it because it's really simple. And I remember when I first learned it, I thought, if I can do this, anyone can do this. And so I guess over the years that passed, like for me, it's a really good fit with suicide prevention because it's an approach that's all about instead of getting stuck on the problems and what's going wrong for people, it's about like looking forward into how do you want your life to look, and if you don't want to wake up tomorrow feeling depressed, how do you want to wake up feeling instead? And those little glimmers of hope, and it sounds kind of rose-coloured glasses and simplistic, and it's not quite that simple, but it's tools, I guess, that anybody can use, because I know we're really big on the whole it's okay to say that you're not okay message, which is true. Mm-hmm. But then, if someone that you're close to, like a mate or your family member or a friend or someone says, hey, I'm not okay, most people think, shit, I don't know what to say. And they're scared because they're like, what do I say? I'm not a professional, I can't help them. And what if I say the wrong thing and I make it worse and then something happens and it's my fault? And so there's huge amount of fear in people to know, do I say anything and what do I say that's going to help? And so this is some just real basic tools about, you can make a difference and you don't have to be a professional. In fact, sometimes you've been better at supporting you than a professional who's a stranger and you've got to build out that relationship with. And so it's just about some real basic ways of kind of shaping a conversation so that the person who you're worried about is going to come out of that conversation feeling like there's hope, or feeling like they can get through what it is that they're struggling with. Because I think with suicide, and not to oversimplify it, but I think a lot of it is around people losing hope. They just feel like, I can't get through this, or this is too hard, or I can't see any way through. And it's not about fixing the problem, because sometimes problems are, people have a whole lot of stuff to deal with. Sure. And you can't fix it overnight. But it's about just giving them how you're going to get through the next hour, what's it going to take to get you through to tomorrow, and helping them slowly work through their problems. Or sometimes it's about helping them see that life can be really good despite there might be problems that people have that you can't change.
And
like
now you guys
condition.
can see why I stole Emma for this interview. 2020 is different, Emma. Like we've heard this all before. Let's be honest. We've heard this for years, right? But 2020 is different now because not only are we talking about it, we're understanding that we've got to have hope first. There's got to be a way to win. There's got to be a way to get to where you want to go. And a lot of people just say that, like, you know, if you suffer from this, you're always going to suffer, and they stay there. And so straight away, Emma's talking, this is solution focused, all right? So there's that. Then the next thing I'm looking for, is there a path to follow? And that's the thing, like Emma creates hope in what she talks about. She gives you a path and she gives you some actual tools. Now, I just want to talk about that word professional. When we say you don't have to be a professional to help, when we say professional, like professional psychologist, professional counselor, someone that's professionally trained to deal with this, but you're all professionals. We're talking about soldiers, we're talking about cops, we're talking about ambulance staff, we're talking about teachers, doctors, nurses. We're flipping professionals. When we became professional through the combination of training and experience. And so the reason I'm endorsing this workshop, and you know what I do around the world, the reason I'm endorsing this workshop is really simple. Emma cares, but she's got the skills and experience. This lady is street. Now, the conversation we had before we got on camera, we won't put it on camera, but it's real. These are real people, real families in New Zealand that have been labeled down pieces of crap. That's where we all came from when we started. And now that we're working with veterans and other professionals, you guys, if someone shows you a map, gives you the tools, teaches you how to use those tools, you're then empowered. Because anyone watching this, if you put yourself in this workshop, and we say this every time I go to a workshop, for anyone that's not sure if you should come or not, look left and right. One of your workmates might not be here tomorrow. And that's been the reality for a lot of us, because we either missed something or we recognize something and didn't know what to do. So this workshop to me is super important because it has someone that has the skills and experience that actually cares, that can give you a skill or a toolbox to at least feel confident enough to have the conversation and hold someone till you can get them some help. So I really want to thank you for coming on, Emma. I'm not even going to load up all your credentials and stuff because you'll just get shy.
Good.
But she's street, she's got the skills, she's got the experience, but the one thing you cannot bluff another human being is whether you care or not, and this lady cares. So I'm going to be up there Wednesday the 17th in Hastings. I'm going to come along just to lend my support, and then I'm going to sit down and become a student because I want to learn another tool. Because I don't want to lose anybody else. So thanks very much for coming on, Emma. I will see you on Wednesday night, and we might even shout you an email.
Cool.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
I'll stop recording.